Hello Taurus and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your next 3 months tarot reading from April to June for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Taurus, let's see what we have for you. What I've done is I've taken your yearly 2026 tarot reading and I've pulled out the relevant cards. So Strength is April, Two of Pentacles is May, and we have the Ace of Cups, which is June. We're going to pull some additional cards by month, go into the energies, and as always, I say what comes to me. So let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Taurians, starting with April? We have Strength. Message for Taurus, thank you. So we have the Page of Wands. Wow, we have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Seven of Wands. Let's just bring those down a little bit. Let's see what we have for you. May period. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. What does Taurus need to know? Message for Taurus. We have the Queen of Swords, can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, male or female, or the energy of the card. Somebody in truth, clear thinking, decisive, well-reasoned. Could be you, could also be someone who you're connected to. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male or female, or the energy of the card. A lot of the time, this can be heart-centered energy, someone in touch with their heart, their mind, their feelings, their instinct. Again, male or female energy, but when Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups comes out, it generally represents to me that this is a heart and mind decision or heart and mind issue. And we have Justice. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Message for Taurus. Message for Taurus. Thank you. We've got the Ace of Cups again. 2 Ace of Cups in June period. That's lovely. The Ten of Swords. And we have another Queen, the Queen of Pentacles. Can be you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, male or female, or the energy of the card. Can be grounded, practical, resourceful, very powerful in terms of health, healing, and abundance. All right, Taurus, let's look at April period for you. The Strength card is when you're in your power or you have an opportunity to really discover, your own inner power, to face what needs to be faced. Now, sometimes we have to be really honest with ourselves and we don't let ego play a part with strength and no lower vibrational energy, but this is about deciding what we truly, truly want and having the strength and the inner power to face things, deal with them, move forward with them, overcome them. So it is a sign of real powerful change by really facing something head on. Now, we can have internal insecurities, challenges, obstacles with strength that we need to overcome, that we don't allow ourselves to get in the way of doing what we want to do. It can also be strength to face, again, adversity or strength to face the strength of another person or people. But certainly from a point of being in your own inner power, to do what you want to do, face, deal with and overcome something. So it certainly feels here that you're connecting to your inner power here, and you might feel that in the month of April. You might feel that sense of resoluteness. You might feel that sense of, I'm facing this and I'm dealing with it and I'm not shying away from it. I'm going to face this head on. So this just feels that sense of, you might be feeling it's time to face something, to address something. Internal, external, a combination of both. Now, I want to go over here, Taurus, with the Seven of Wands, because this is that scenario here of no matter what other people might be saying, what the challenges might be, you're doing it. So this is that sense of, I'm doing it. I don't want to hear anything about it. There is that sense of a resolute energy in your manner and demeanour in the month of April. And this is somebody who is just doing it, regardless of what another person or people might be saying, regardless of what the issues. This is that sense of, I don't care what I have to face to do it. I'm going to overcome what I need to overcome. Now, sometimes that can be internal challenges. Sometimes that can be, a few things that might cause us obstacles, but they're not insurmountable. So whether you're really standing firm against people or whether you're standing firm in terms of, listen, I've got to do this, that and the other to follow this path, but I'm going to do it. That it's not insurmountable and I'm determined to do it. So these energies are just, you have that sense of fire in your belly and you're just really determined to follow a new path, and nothing is standing in your way really, because you are in a really powerful position. Now, I also want to say with the Seven of Wands here, because that's dropped into me as well, it can also be when maybe in your current circumstances, I'm going to overcome something once and for all as well, if you've been challenged in some way. Sometimes the Seven of Wands can be when we feel like we have to defend and justify every little bit of everything and you're tired of it. It can sometimes also represent things like firefighting, constantly feeling that you're firefighting in your current circumstances. And this can be that scenario of, I'm going to face this and deal with it once and for all to overcome the issue. So however this manifests for you here, you're just really determined to face, deal and overcome something and potentially walk a new path for yourself. Page of Wands can be very positive news. And I feel for a lot of you, it's to do with a new beginning opening up for you. And this is that sense of, I'm doing it. I'm moving in that direction because it helps me overcome what I need to overcome and walk in a brand new direction and not being talked out of it either. So this certainly feels like there's a really important message coming in here, Taurus. Now, the Ace of Wands, always lovely to see an ace. You've got 3 in your next 3-month readings, which is lovely. The Ace of Wands can be connected to our passion, certainly in terms of relationships. The Page of Wands can be a new spark, passion, chemistry, or relighting that in some way. So it can be really being determined not to let anything or anyone stand in the way to follow a new passionate relationship potentially here, where there is growth, passion, enthusiasm, excitement, connection. You might be feeling that here, Taurus here. So this can be really positive, messages or a willingness to, I'm doing it, I'm giving it a go, I want to see where this leads, I'm ready for this new path. It certainly feels here that this can be that opportunity to open a new door in terms of love, romance, relationships, passion, chemistry, attraction. Now, the Ace of Wands is also very powerful in terms of career opportunities. So it might well be the right opportunities presented, good news, you're ready. And it definitely feels here that there is a brand new path opening up and you're just ready for it. You're doing it. You're not letting anything stand in your way. And it might give you an opportunity to overcome something that needs to be overcome here to walk this new path. The Ace of Wands really links with our excitement, our heart and soul, our passion, our creativity, our purpose, our empowerment. It does require us to take action, but this just feels like you're ready for it. You're ready for this new beginning. Now, it's also very positive in terms of starting new things. And it can sometimes be, if there's obstacles to overcome, you might be getting some good news on that basis, that the thing that you've been wanting to overcome to start something new is being resolved. It's also very positive in terms of, I'm ready to walk this new path. So new beginning energy here, Taurus, in terms of starting new things. That can be anything to do with your own new business, your own project, creative project, your own passion, hobbies, something that was really connected to your heart and soul, something that you might have been wanting to start for a while. This is that sense of you have the opportunity to walk that new path. So, and there's growth on this path. It's really connected to your creativity, passion, purpose, drive, empowerment. You really see potential on a new path here. And I feel that nothing is standing in your way in the month of April. We have the Two of Pentacles in the month of May. So it can represent some choice or decision that needs to be made here, Taurus. Sometimes we have to consider practical or financial matters as well. But it certainly feels here, Taurus, that if you are making decisions and choices, I certainly feel with the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups being in your reading, you're really making them in a balanced energy. This is really thinking about the rationale and getting to the very heart of the matter, being truthful with yourself and making the best possible decision, and also balancing that with how you feel and making sure that really between the heart and mind, everything is in tandem, everything is balanced, everything feels right. This is just that sense of, I see this and it feels right for me. So certainly that kind of energy here. You are reconciled within in making decisions and choices, and certainly to do with decisions can be very powerful for you. Now, Two of Pentacles can also be letting go of something and moving towards something else, and it can just be that sense of things are in flux for you. So this can be that scenario. There could well be some choice to make. If this is to do with the opportunity presented to you, do I take it or do I not? And if you've already decided that you're going to take it, you're going to walk that path, which I feel that for a lot of you are determined to do. The Two of Pentacles can also represent that you've just got a lot on your plate. Sometimes we can feel overwhelmed, but it just feels pretty good, you know? So this is that energy here, Taurus. Decisions, you're being told here, and I feel this is your energy, really linked with the heart and mind. You're moving in a direction of what is the right thing to do for you in truth, but also what brings you joy, what brings you fulfillment, what you're emotionally connected to. So this is absolutely heart and mind energy between this Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups energy. And it might well be that's guiding your choices, decisions, or certainly understanding what you need to do to bring greater, again, balance into your life by maybe letting go of something and moving towards something else. It certainly feels here, Taurus, that things are in flux for you, whether it's decisions that you're making or you might be just feeling overwhelmed as things are moving forward from one thing to another. But it certainly feels here that you're making the right decisions for you in a balanced way. Now, justice is lovely. Justice can represent doing the right thing. So this is that scenario here. If you have choices to make, decisions to make, can be of a practical nature, can be to do with money areas or things that you value. Justice is you know what the right thing to do is. And ultimately with justice, we know the consequences of our actions. We know what's led to this point. And it can be that scenario of we see the truth of the situation with justice and we know what the right thing to do for us is. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's an easy thing with justice as well. So if certainly to do with choices, decisions, or what you're letting go of or moving towards, this can be a real powerful energy of, yeah, I'm reconciled within. I know this is the right decision for me and things are in flux, but in a really positive way. Now, justice is also very positive in terms of sometimes balancing things that are out of balance and doing the right thing for you. So if you have felt, again, things are a little bit out of balance in an area of your life, you're understanding what the right thing to do is to bring them back into balance. And again, it is about what's led to this point, the cause and effect, actions and consequences, what we've learned, the karmic lessons, and how that guides us forward so that those karmic lessons aren't repeated. We learn from them. So it can be really powerful in terms of learning from karmic lessons and not repeating them with this kind of scenario here. And even choices purely to do with money areas. It can represent, again, learning karmic lessons in terms of choices to do with money and finances so that, that karmic energy isn't repeated. We learn, we grow, we evolve, and we know what the right thing to do is in terms of financial choices, financial decisions. Now, I also want to say here, Taurus, when we have the energy of the Two of Pentacles, justice as well appearing in your reading, justice can also be very powerful in being linked to decisions coming in. Now, this can be expecting someone to do the right thing, whether it's a party or a person. And it can sometimes be, with the Two of Pentacles, sometimes we just have to go back and forth on a scenario, but we know deep down what we need to do. We know deep down, heart and mind, what you want the outcome to be. So this is that scenario of, this is very positive in terms of agreements, contracts, balance being restored, fairness will out, people doing the right thing. Can be abiding by things like contracts as well with the Justice card. Now, I also want to say it can be to do with new contracts. It can be to do with legal processes, government institutions and decisions on that basis. So if you're waiting on some decision coming in and you're wondering which way it's going to go, and sometimes we feel a bit overwhelmed up until the point where we've got a lot on our plate, but you might be just adapting and responding to some official process that you're going through, but staying in balance in your truth and also how you feel. This is the scenario here of the right, the fair, the true, the honourable. Justice is a decision in the light of truth that restores balance and harmony. So this is a really powerful month when we have justice. Justice is such a big energy. It can be linked with things like official decisions, legal processes, can be litigation, things like trademarks, intellectual property rights, conflicts being resolved, contractual obligations or new contracts being agreed. Either way, this is just working for you. When justice appears in your reading, it's extremely favourable. So you can learn karmic lessons with justice, but justice can also be more of a decision-making entity that will bring and restore balance for you. So, Taurus, we have the Ace of Cups, 2 Ace of Cups in your reading, the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. Queen of Pentacles, again, is likely you. I feel these queens are you here, Taurus. Very nurturing energy with the Queen's energy, but Queen of Pentacles is solid, stable, grounded. A feeling of you coming really into your power as well, because it is Earth energy in the month of June. That is the Court card for you. So this is certainly very powerful in being you, male or female. Somebody who's grounded, practical, resourceful. You take everything in your stride. You understand how to bring stability and security into your life, whether that's in relationships or whether that's in terms of finances, money, property. This is somebody who understands how to bring stability and grow, really grow things that matter to them. So you understand what's important to you. Queen of Pentacles can be a financial success in terms of money, but she's also very powerful in terms of self-value and self-worth. It certainly feels here, Taurus, that you know what's right. You know what's right for you. You know what you value. You know how to value yourself. You know your own worth. And it certainly feels here that there is a strong energy with you in the month of June period. We have this lovely energy here of the 2 Ace of Cups. So, like I said before, when we have the Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups, this is not just knowing what the right thing to do is in truth for ourselves, balanced decisions, balanced choices, rationale, mental clarity, getting to the very heart of the matter, but it's also trusting how we feel. Our emotions, our feelings matter as well. I need to balance out the mental rationale as well. We need to feel wholly invested in decisions and choices that we're making, paths that we choose to walk. This was the energy here for the month of May. The Ace of Cups, 2 cups of joy. Ace of Cups can be an opportunity for emotional renewal and rebirth, the heart opening up to new joy and happiness on a new path. This might well be you here, Taurus. An opportunity for you to just find that sense of new joy on a new path, a new journey starting for you, and knowing that this is the right direction for you. So this can be you yourself. This can be, I feel that sense of new joy and happiness because I have that opportunity to open this new door in my life, and I'm taking it. So this can be you on your own, in your own power, finding that sense of new happiness and joy and emotional renewal within yourself, which is a powerful thing. You are being told that new happiness is available to you. New happiness is coming into your life. There is the opportunity to open a new phase in your life as well. And this is just the beginnings of joy and happiness coming into your life as well. So lovely energy. Now, the Ace of Cups can be very positive, to do with new love, an opportunity for renewal in terms of love, also an opportunity to move to the next level in terms of love as well with the Ace of Cups. So you might have those opportunities here, Taurus, certainly in terms of matters of the heart. Those energies are connected with the Ace of Cups, and 2 Ace of Cups appear in your reading. It's all available to you here. I also want to talk about, it can represent new joy in a path that we feel is right for us, that is absolutely connected to our heart. Not just the right thing to do, but a new path where there's new happiness and joy, especially if you weren't happy where you were before, for example, as well. It can just represent new joy and happiness coming into your life. It can be linked with creativity, the Ace of Cups. So can link with industries like publishing, writing, arts, entertainment, media, expressive industries, culture, but not limited to that. It can just be finding that sense of new joy on a new path that is opening up for you in any life area. As it's an ace, it can also be new connections being formed, new friendships. It can represent new pets as well. So just a lovely energy here, Taurus, in terms of new joy coming into your life. It certainly feels here that if you have gone through a difficult period, the Ten of Swords is telling you that it's over. This can be a completion. Sometimes we feel emotional pain, betrayal, stabbed in the back, deeply wounded, deeply hurt, scapegoated, betrayed, persecuted. It can represent an overly stressful situation is coming to an end. So however that manifests for you here, Taurus, you get an opportunity to surrender that. You get an opportunity here to embrace that sense of new light. Something is over for you. And you're feeling that sense of new joy and happiness as a result of that. And that's what I'm seeing for you here. Now, I also want to say here, in order sometimes to open up to new love, for example, we also have to surrender the past pain. So it's not necessarily linked just with your current circumstances. This can be, I'm ready for this new door to be open for me, and I'm ready to surrender what has been, maybe a past painful experience that stayed with you for quite some time. This is that sense of really an opportunity to come back to your own identity of what you stand for and surrender what you need to surrender with the Ten of Swords as well. So surrendering the past in some way makes way for a new and better future is very powerful with the 2 Ace of Cups in your reading. Finally, because the Queen of Pentacles does also link with health areas, this can be something is over for you. The Ten of Swords gives us an opportunity here to surrender something that has been really, really difficult. That's either you, because she can be a sign of recovery and health and healing, but it can also be someone who you've been taking care of as well. So this can represent here, Taurus, where you get to surrender something that has been really challenging for you, a health issue that you might have been dealing with personally or with someone close to you. This is that scenario of you find your way forward to bring that to a close and surrender from it and embrace that new light. So this is what I see for you here, Taurus. The Ace of Cups in your reading, that sense of new joy and happiness opening up in your life because you get to surrender from whatever this Ten of Swords is. It's over, it's completed. It's not an easy experience to go through, but you can draw a line under it and embrace the new light that's coming in. A great energy of health, healing, abundance, right environments, places that you can grow, success, just lovely energy with the Queen of Pentacles. So Taurus, let's pull your angel message. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. What does Taurus need to hear for the next 3 months? We have Metatron. You have a divine calling. God and the angels are recruiting you. Where you are is where you have been strategically placed. Trust that what you are facing now has everything to do with what you are here to heal, and that it will lead to a life that is aligned to meaning and purpose. You are here to make a difference, and it must begin with where you are right now. Your activation message: I am ready to fulfill the call of my soul. And we do have the energy of, in this reading, doors are opening for you. Doors are opening for you in the next 3 months. Exciting ones, emotional ones, lovely energies. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. I've got 2. So I've got consciousness, number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. We have passion, number 34. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So we have passion. And finally, let's pull a message from Spirit for you. What do we have for our lovely Taurians? Thank you. To finish off this next 3 months tarot reading. What do we have for Taurus? Thank you. Angel, spirits, guides. Thank you. We have light. Imagine yourself as being composed of energy and light, because in reality, that's precisely what you are. You are a powerful being, and people are attracted to your brilliance. This is a time to remember how vibrant you truly are. Bottom of the deck, we have a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Some of you might need to hear that, Taurus. That is what I have for you as your next 3 months tarot reading from April to June 2026. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful next 3 months, Taurus, and I will see you next time.